Joven, tengo que hacer ver cómo yo hago esta vaina. Okay, this one I could close. Stack these side by side. Okay, le pongo side by side, me sale otra vaina. Okay, go make this big for now. Let me just give me a second while I set myself up. Me well. Messy desk. I have not had a chance to clean it. Anyways, we're gonna be making some cool things today, hopefully. Myself per se, I do need to be able to see what the ladies are saying. So let me get my stuff out. See here. Hi, Janet. Hi, crafty girl. Mute this. Otherwise, I'm gonna be hearing myself. How do I mute this? Oh, main. My head, the little thing disappears. So let's see here. Juice so big. There we go. I just need to be able to see. Everybody is saying. Let me move this up. Come on, stay up. Alrighty. Hello, Danielle. York, here in this USA. So let's see. So we're gonna be making some embellishments today, and I'm gonna be making all different kinds of things. So we'll see what we do. I'm just gonna get some odd pieces out that I normally would not know what to do with, and we're gonna take it from there. Different kinds of things out, different kinds of flowers, and we are going to be using things from napkins to stickers to all different kinds of things. I like to leave the odd shaped ones for when I do mixed media, but some of these regular kind of just plain shapes kind of make, to alter and make some different types of embellishments with. So that is what I'm going to do. Now, I don't know if I'll get through all of them, but hopefully I will. And let me just try to stretch this thing out. Um, there we go. I can get the full spectrum of the chat room. Sauce. Alrighty. So, um, pretty much my inspiration for today is Crafty Mommy Nina YouTube, and she has sent me. I actually viewed two of them already. She has sent me this pack of embellishments that she made herself. These are altered little wood chip hearts, and they just came out beautiful. So I'm not gonna mimic her style, but I did like the fact, of how she kind of made everything and put everything together. So I thought that I would try my hands at making some altered, some altered shapes and wood chips and stuff like that, to see, like how they come out, and just trying different little things here and there. So let's do this one. So for that, and I'm gonna leave this here so that I can put them in there, them. And I have some napkins that I wanted to use. Now these only have the one square. These only have like the one square, so I'm limited to how many I can do with these. So I got a few of them out so that I can make a few different ones. So we have that and all of this. Figured I'd take some of the stickers and stuff like that I normally wouldn't know what to do with on their own. Maybe not to my taste all the way, and that I would use those. And I have my glue, so I have that. I'm just trying to get some little pieces here and there. Um, I definitely gonna need some cardstock, cutter as well because I'm going to be making um, little. I want to make like little scrolls on. So I'm gonna actually start by cutting up one of these into a couple different pieces and kind of let me just put this phone over here since I'm not gonna use it and actually shut the Wi-Fi off on this one for right now so that way I can use up all the juice that I need. Perfect. I'll just leave that there charging. And also, I wanted to show you guys real quick before I begin. I went on eBay and I ordered. I saw these cute little stickers that I thought were really, really, really nice. And I bought these for 88 cents. Washi tape stickers. Hi, Jackie. And they're like washi tape stickers. And what I mean by that is that they're clear. Oops. And I have like all these different. I have shells and fishes and like little penguins and just all these fun little shapes. And I didn't go too crazy. I just bought one of each so that I can try it and see how I like them. But they came really, really fast. All different kinds of just these cute little. Let me just put this on the white cardstock so maybe you guys can see them a little bit better. These cute little shapes. And hopefully that will show well. Let me bring it up a little bit closer. Little shapes. Hi, Tanya. Guess what? I have great news. Guess what I got? I got my package. Post office for some reason, and they didn't say nothing to me. And then my little postman comes upstairs and knocks on my door, and he's like, I have a package for you. And I think I had to pay like $1 something. So I think what happened was that it was a little short on the postage, so they were just holding it there. There was like 2 seconds away from returning it back to you. But thankfully, the man already knows me because I'm so manic with my mail, and he just brought it. So I finally got it. So thank you. Huh? Yeah. So like for this little sticker, this is the penguin one. So pretty much you guys can see how clear. You can still kind of see some of the pattern in the background. Like obviously you wouldn't use this with something so bold. Um through pattern. But it's kind of like a very light watercolor overall. That they were cute and they're like cute for like planners and stuff like that. Or if you're gonna do like a really light watercolor type project or card. I don't know where I put the little thingy at. But share that with you guys in case you're interested. They were 88 cents and they came really really fast. And I got a whole bunch of different ones. So I got all these little fishy ones, all these underwater, and I have other ones that are coming. I'm just waiting on them to get here. Different seller, they had a different style as well, so that I can try them out. And I also got all these cute little birds. And I don't know if you guys have seen, but there's a new washi roll that's out there. And right now I think what they have are like flowers, but it's pretty much made of all of these little stickers kind of stuck one on top of the other, and they turn it into a roll. And they go for like and they're from China, US, but they go for like $13. I forgot what the roll is called, but it's pretty much these, and they're all kind of layered, one on top of the other, and they form like a washi roll. And then you just peel one, off one at a time as you want. They might be a little bit wider. I'm not sure because I'm not gonna pay $13 for a roll of washi tape. They're out of their mind. But I saw these and I thought that these would be for more or less. So all these cute little birds, and it brings 78 pieces for 88 cents. Was deal overall. Got these flowers. They're all like all different kinds of pink flowers. It wasn't that one. Another one. So that one was lost. Aw. Now I feel bad all over again. Hi, Isabel. Hi, Brandy. Now I feel like shiznit all over again. That sucks. So then I definitely lost that first package. Dito, man. Okay. So these are like they're super adorable. They're really light. So definitely for like some kind of a background, to kind of add these on a background. They're all kind of pinkish. You get a few of each design. Let me see, and this one too. You get a few of each design, and again, they're very see-through in the back. So kind of add these to almost any kind of background. As long as the background is not too overpowering and doesn't overpower the stickers, you should be fine. Unless you want them to blend in kind of like with your background, and that's a different story. But banners or just like all different kinds of cards, embellishments, so on and so forth. So I got those, and I also got, which a little bit late I might say, because when I ordered them I should have been had them, but they finally arrived. um part of the Christmas in July hop, and I pretty much didn't have nothing Christmas related. I had ordered some stickers when I found out that I was gonna be in the hop. Krasma Santa Christmas stickers, and it was six of them. I think for like $1. I'm not sure. It was like a dollar something at tops. Um, but this is what they look like. You guys have seen these on eBay and were wondering about the size. It's not that big, but G looking. So for the next Christmas hop. I don't know, Jackie, whose house you're gonna invade. I didn't realize you was on a plan of invasion, you little minion. So that's it for that. So let's get back to what we came here to do today, which is make some embellishments. So many different little boxes full of a whole bunch of random things that I'm like, okay, I need to somehow, condense these and start making things and condensing them up a little bit and start kind of, on the boxes and more or less have packages of pre-made stuff that I can just use for my cards or for whatever other crafts it is that I'm trying to do. These tiny little banners, and I'll show you guys more or less what I mean by that. I want to make these tiny little scrolls, um, and I'm gonna glue on some of that printed. I don't really care so much if they're all the same size. If you want to make them all the same size, then use a ruler and measure them out. Since all different embellishments, they're all kind of different sizes, I'm not really too worried about the size for right now. So I'm just gonna make a few of these. I think good. Maybe I gotta make it a little longer. More or less, I'm just kind of eyeballing these. What comes out. And I'm gonna grab my napkin. But before I grab my napkin, I'm gonna ink these on the opposite corners. So if I'm gonna put the paper on this side, I'm gonna ink them on the back, so that as I curl the corners out, they kind of match or they're in sequence. Sequence is the right word for that, but you guys know what I mean. So let's see here. I'm gonna use some vintage photo because it kind of matches the paper, the napkin that I'm gonna be using. And I'm going to grab a sponge and I'm gonna use this one for my scrap so that I can kind of go into this. So I'm gonna use a little sponge, like a little sponge applicator. Guys, like I said, I'm gonna just dab these um, corners, and I am gonna go into these and distress them just a little bit, but I'm gonna distress them somewhat after I have what I'm doing because these are the corners that I'm gonna curl this way and that way, whatever the case may be. But I did them on both corners. Um, oh, yes, doll, check the tracking because if you send a package that's larger than that, then they definitely it's gotta have some kind of tracking number. I'm telling you, I'm so like stressed out with these people. Got to the point that when I have the tracking number, I just tell the post office to hold it there for me, and then I just go and I pick them up. Granted, I'm constantly not going to the post office, but at least I know my packages are safe. I worry so much, about people putting their time and their energy into sending something to me, or even things that I buy and them getting lost. I'm the only one that's crafty around here that I can tell. I mean, I don't know what people do in their houses, but looks of things, I doubt that they're crafty. Me, and I think that I'm crafty, so I don't know. I know it's not good to judge people based on what they look like. I'm not judging them based on what they look like. I'm judging them based on what they do. So that's a different ballgame. And I'm just being honest. So I got this little meme that I use all the time. I'm always joking with it, and it's of a crow, and he's holding a knife in his beak, and he's got a monitor ankle on the little, one of the little legs, and it says something to the effect of, that that's how the bird got to walk around. You know that the neighborhood's bad when the crows got a ankle monitor and they have a knife. They're walking, they're flying around with a knife in their on their beak. So that's more or less the situation that I live in. And I have to laugh about it because it is what it is for right now. I'm kind of stuck in the situation. So oh, nice. Hey, Liz. Oh, the famous crow. Yes, Liz, the famous crow. Liz has seen it. And that's why she's cracking up because literally every time I'm waiting for a package, that's how I feel. Like I gotta get my knife and I gotta get the binoculars and I gotta be on the lookout. It's just crazy. I got all my edges inked up. So now on the white side that are not inked up, go ahead and just start kind of gluing this napkin on them. So now I gotta get this napkin off. Way to kind of use these napkins. They're not just for art journaling, canvases on backgrounds. You can also use this. I haven't seen anybody do this, so I'm not sure if it's out there already, but every time I have some kind of an idea, I like to share it. Sharing is caring, right? With the apps. No, I downloaded it from memes. I looked up thieves and animal thieves or something like that, and I have a thing with monkeys. I love monkeys. So all different kinds of like, so I'm always downloading like funny pictures with monkey faces and stuff like that. Trying to make people laugh and brighten up their days, so on and so forth. So I'm always just like sending those little random pictures out of nowhere with little um on the crow, and he's got like this knife, like a shank almost. Like that's what it looks like. It looks like a shank almost, and he's got the little ankle monitor, monitor. I don't even know what it is. It's probably one of those things to track birds, but it's just funny how they put it together. And I'm gonna use the other glue, gloss. So I'm gonna use some of this gloss glue, and I'm gonna get my craft brush. And I think I might have got some blue paints on there. So pretty much this is what I'm gonna do. Much about the order of things, although I might want to stick one right there. This thing backwards, the ripping of them, the whole sheet now, because I'm gonna end up ripping it, So I'm gonna glue on the white side my handy little brush that got one of my little paintbrush sets. This is one of those little cheapy choppy ones. I'm gonna cover this butterfly right there because I might as well. And I'm just gonna start sticking papers randomly all over here, all over this little square, and then I'm gonna rip them up. Right. And I'm gonna turn these into like little scrolls, um, fold up ones, but the ones that are already opened, like somebody read them. Sorry, Jackie. I be trying, girl. I just can't do that late day like that. Done. Everybody's falling asleep on me. No, the envelope is that the apps. What you're asking me about the previous package that you sent me, girl, I got that one. I did a video for that one. Sent me with the sand. I got that one. Sent another one since then, but this is the one with the appliques in it. These are done. I'm gonna glue them. I'm gonna seal it up on the other side so that I can give them that shine, make them look almost like stickers. I think I could probably get one more down here. I might have to cut up some more because I have a feeling I'm gonna like these, and I might want to do. But I also want to do other ones. I want to do some with those chipboards, flowers, because I have a lot of flowers and I need to downsize some, make them ready for other projects. All right, so these are gonna be like little scrolls, and I'm just gonna get another sheet and continue to do that, and just allow those to kind of dry. Now that they're like that, let me just actually go over them now, seal them in. So just kind of sealing them in with some of this, and this is Deco Art, um, and it's the gloss one. Nice shine, and it'll seal the paper down, um, and it'll make it look kind of like a sticker. Give it a little bit of a curl too, which I'm cool with because I'm gonna be curling these anyway, so that'll just make my life easier. And then these would just be cute little embellishments that you can add to any pocket letter or flip book or just little project, or even a card, extra things. And I'm gonna put this to the side, let this dry. And here I'm gonna get some more, and I got four more, so that'll let me do one more napkin. So I'll do that now. Off, well, peel off the back part. Hi, Janice. Yeah, the one I just got is the appliques. Let me show you. This is what I just got from you, darling. These are the applique, some of them, the ones that are removed, and then your beautiful notes. And then, so I just got these. Did you get something from me? Because I sent you something. I'm not sure if you got it yet. Hopefully you did. I sent out quite a few packages. I still have some more that I'm going to be sending out by this weekend. I'm just getting them together. I have to send out the cards. There were one. The mermaid, when I did the mermaid stamp, the two cards that were one, I got to send those out. And I also have Isabel's package. I have it ready to go. Un paquetico para ti con algo que yo hice, um, plus something additional in there that is not from me. I'm just getting a lot of angel mail and stuff like that, sending out some of the things that I've made just to spread the love. You guys know how that goes. You know how I am. Didn't know that I have bought two wooden shelves, right? I was so super excited for my little bookshelves because finally I wasn't drowning in my own supplies, right? Unfortunately, one of the bottom shelf on one of them came with the one of the little pre-drilled openings where you put like this little bracket in there, and then it attaches to the side panels, and it kind of locks it in place. Well, one of those holes was a little big. Think about it twice. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But what had happened was they let me get this right here with a little stamped image of the like a little mail stamp. What had happened was that I got a little happy, right? Because I was so excited about my shelves, and I don't put all my paper on one side, and that thing said boom. It didn't fall apart, but I just saw something flying out of it. So I was like, "What the heck just happened?" It's still like it's all still upright, but yeah, I had to kind of move everything back out, and I ordered another shelf because I was too scared. So no, that's not Elvia, Jackie. That's not her name. Elvia is somebody else. If we're talking about the same Elvia, Crafty Shop. And so I find a nice one, or Deville, or I don't know what the heck, was something of that nature with double L's and an E at the end. And I got a 5 tier shelving rack that's gonna be coming soon. That is sturdy enough. It holds 350 pounds per shelf, pounds in total. So hopefully that won't break on me because sometimes I just have the only luck with things. Um, Overall, the shelves are, they're holding well. Like it didn't fall apart on me, so I'm not gonna say that the product is a bad product. I just think what happened is that one little, it was loose, so the little bracket didn't sit in snugly, so it was already loose. So obviously, with me putting pressure on it like a ding dong, pretty much spot, and it just busted out. I'm gonna put gorilla glue, spit. I'm gonna pray over it. Like I'm gonna tie it up. I'm gonna put duct tape. Hi, Maida. Till once I get the other one, because I have to take everything off of this one. So once I get the other one, I'm gonna fix it. And since my kids are going to college now, they're gonna have a whole bunch of supplies and laptops, and they're gonna need their own printers and just their own stuff. So I figured I can use it for that. So it's not a loss, thankfully. And I only paid $14. So you know what they say, you get what you pay for. But the other one is in perfect good condition, and I have that thing full to the brim. So like again, I'm not gonna say that the product itself is a bad product. I just think that I got a faulty one open. The spot was a little open, but I'm not too upset about it. I was upset that day. I was like, no, because I didn't think I was gonna have a solution. But luckily, I went on eBay because you guys know that's like my little hangout spot. Found after a lot of research through the Walmarts and going through the Targets and just going through all of them. Deal. And it cost me like 43 bucks, but the shipping is free. Tier one, and it's like one of those utility carts things. It even has wheels on the bottom, but like one of those things that they use like in like in kitchens, like in professional kitchens, they like hold pans or you could put it like in your pantry and stuff like that. So it's one of those enough to hold all my stuff, hopefully. Enough too, because that's another thing for me. Space is really, really important. How like I literally take out. I have tree 60 inches. I have a spot that is no more than 30 inches wide. So I have to make sure that any shelving that I get literally fits in that 30 in them 30 inches. If it doesn't, then I can't get it. And I don't want something that's 30 inches because it's not wide enough. So I need it to be, obviously exactly that 29 or that 30. Um, find one, at least not for a good price. So I was lucky. I was like, oh, thank God, I found one on eBay because there was only two of them, and I was like, no, 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 you're not escaping. I got you. So I got that one. Much dry, so I'm gonna start cutting these while I let these dry, and I'm gonna keep my brush in there for now because I know I'm gonna be using it more often. Hi, Deb. Oh no, don't tell me that, Tanya. I'm gonna cry. Send it out. Like, do you remember the day? Cause it's been a while since you asked me if I had received the package. So when I got that one, I got excited. I was like, oh, this must be it, and I was so happy. Sorry. Now you could rip at these things, but it's better if you just cut around them, messing up your image. And I am gonna try to distress this somehow, and then I'm gonna curl the ends on them. But they're nice and shiny. There. They're nice and shiny. Just go around them like I just did, and just make sure that everything is sealed nicely. Don't overwhelm it with glue, because adding more glue to it is not gonna help you. Better than more glue sometimes, especially if you want to avoid like little bubbles and ripples and stuff like that. Like you see, these don't have any of those ripples or anything like that, and it's nice and vibrant and very glossy. Look at this cute little butterfly. Just make really, really cute. And if you want to dull them down a little bit, if they're too bright for you, like the colors are too bright, then you can always just, take a little bit of white paint, with your finger, just kind of rub it out a little bit and give it like that distressed kind of look. My fingers are sticky because I have glue on them, not because the paper itself is sticky. I have glue all over my fingers to get a wet wipe or something so that I can wet wipe my fingers. Overall, they're not sticky themselves. It's just my fingers are dirty. Okay. I missed what Tanya said, so I was hitting the wrong button. I want to make like little scrolls, Brandy. I'm using these Dollar Tree napkins, and I use glossy Mod Podge, or decoupage page, whatever you guys want to call it. Um, clear glue. I went ahead and I inked up the two corners, one on the top and one on the bottom, on a vertical direction you want to call it. I'm not good with naming and labeling things. You guys know that already. To me for directions, because I'd be like, go down that street, then go down that street, and then go down that street. And by the time you come back, you still be lost. I'm just kind of adding glue. It, they are sealed correctly and that they don't lift. Now that I have done that, this one still needs a little bit of drying time. Now that I have done that, and I still got the next set drying there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a skewer. I'm gonna make like I'm gonna curl the edges that the two edges. So let me go ahead and kind of distress this a little bit. So we're gonna distress these edges. Just takes the sharp side of your scissor or anything. If you have a distressing tool, you can go ahead and use that. You have one of those Tim Holtz ones. It's my fingers. It's not like if you guys can see, I have glue all over my fingers. Let me get some water and get this glue off of my fingers. Like look at my fingers; they're full of glue, and that's what keeps sticking because glue's gonna stick to glue. So keep your fingers clean if you don't want to mess up your images. See, I was thinking that because I do live in a twin building, and what that means is that both the buildings look exactly the same. If it's not for the number, you wouldn't tell. You can't tell. But they also have a really bad habit of liking to leave my packages outside. Cannot stand because I'm not a garden gnome. I do not live outside. I'm not a fairy. Um, not a bird. I'm none of those things with wings for you to have my package outside because I don't live outside. I mean, I pay rent, knock on my door, ring my bell. I have one of those. It works. Complaining to the post office about it because it's not the first time that it happens to me. So I used to feel safe. Always arrive. Like they literally have me now that I'm like on OCD level when it comes to the mail. And I put my tracking numbers in it as soon as I get it, and I make sure that that I track them, that I know when they're coming. So pretty much, I'm just gonna kind of curl these edges a little bit. Actually, I can curl this one this way. Like that curled out kind of look. And what's good is that they're gonna stay. And you want to really distress this as much as you can. Bend them up, even break them up a little bit. Go too wild because they're tiny little things, but stress it just a little bit to give it kind of like a different look. And you can do these however you want. So just kind of like rubbing it in. And if you want them stuck in a certain kind of way, then just add a little dab of glue that dries clear and you should be fine. Curl them out so that when you stick them down, they're kind of, very dimensional. So pretty much here's one. And again, you just kind of, you work it a little bit. You get them exactly how you want them. And here you have something that you can stick, kind of anywhere. You could even add like a little magnet in the back of it if you want and kind of stick them on your refrigerator, or pretty much stick them anywhere. I'm going with these little things. Add something to them, maybe like a little flower, or you can add any little thing that you want to them, or a wood piece. There you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just ink the edges again on these. Go add it. It that way. And again, I'm gonna just distress them just a little bit. And I'm just gonna break them little tiny slits, just here and there. Just them just a little bit. You kind of roll it out a little bit with your fingers. If your fingers are a little moist, so you wanna just wet them with a little bit of water, kind of get a nice little roll going on in there. Cute little things like that. Let me get some of this, and I'm just gonna push it in, going in on them like that. And again, just kind of rolling those edges out. And you notice that they kind of keep their shape. Embellishment that you can make with napkins. It doesn't have to be nothing too crazy. See? So for the most part, I mean, you have napkins and you don't necessarily know what to do with them. I mean, and you don't want to necessarily decoupage, and this is definitely something that you could do. And you can add, I mean, you can even add like little gems on here. You could add little beading. I might even do that just to make them, look a little bit more expensive, if you will. Pack of napkins from the Dollar Tree. You have it. Let me go ahead and do this way. Some ink pads that you have it. It could be black if you don't have any of these distress inks. You could do it in black as well. Just get yourself a little makeup sponge. Those packs cost like $1 for like a bajillion of them. And get yourself, like this one. I'm gonna actually turn him into. I'm gonna do all four corners. I'm gonna curl all four corners. Roll it up. Get yourself something nice and thin, or if you could do it with your fingers, and do it with your fingers. Up and I actually didn't even distress that one. And actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll this one on the opposite end and distress it just a little bit right here. And just fun little things that you can do. And you could bang out a lot of these and not go too crazy. This little scroll, nice and distressed. Further distress is a little bit more if you want. It's completely up to you. Make them your own. You could even rip a whole little corner off and just do the three. I mean, I might do that with this one just to show you guys just different ways that you can do it. And also for like your scraps, even like your regular scrapbook paper scraps, and you have that one piece that like, oh my God, you love it so much, and you don't even know you save the scraps because you just love that page, and you're out of the paper pad, and you don't know what to do with it. Make yourself something that you're always gonna remember it by. Make yourself something like this. Do some shading, turn it into a little scroll or a butterfly or whatever you would like, and turn it into a paper clip or turn it into pretty much anything. Like you could turn these into paper clips. You can glue the paper clip on the back. You just have to cut out another shape the same size so that you can kind of secure your paper clip. Little paper clip that you can kind of stick into a pocket letter or anything, or your planners or your journals or whatever the case may be, even as a bookmark. I mean, there's so many things you can do. These are literally endless. So like I said, I'm just gonna rip off one of these corners here. just to kind of show you. This is damaged. You can still get a lot of life out of it. Pick that up. Let me just ink this up in the back as well. And again, I'm just gonna curl these little ends up. What? Oh no, Tanya. Please find those receipts. Breaking my heart right now. Oh my god. This is so bad, man. This is so bad. And why they like it's so easy for them to kind of just disrespect our less employed because if it was not for our mailing and our packages and stamps and stuff like that, like they wouldn't really have much of a job. So see, you can still more or less use it. You have four little different embellishments that you can make out of napkins and cardstock, or even your scrapbook paper have left over. And I have four more that I'm gonna do for a total of 8. Rip these up if you want, because once it's sealed. But you have me so stuck right now. And you know, I would have definitely made a video. Like you would have seen me jumping for joy. I would have looked like one of those people, my face all like looking crazy and just probably sobbing throughout that video. I always share the love. Just kind of trimming them, and all those little bits of pieces of paper, I might end up using them throughout other embellishments. So that's why I haven't thrown them away. Like these little scraps, obviously not, but like anything that's a little bit bigger and still find life for, I probably use up in one of these embellishments. If not, then I'll scrap them. That everything is sealed. So if you find any little lifted corners that you do not want, add some glue to them while you still can. That's just crazy. That is just crazy right now. If you find the tracking, let me know because I'll come and I'll inquire with my post office, even though they're pretty much useless. But I'll inquire over here as well because there's only I usually have the regular the same mailman, not the one that delivers and somebody else delivers. But at least I can find out if that day it was somebody else that delivered or what the heck happened because this is just craziness. I feel like I have to be a warden in front of my building, like watching out for my packages and just making sure that everything is like safe. Like it's just ridiculous. It really is. It makes me that as much rent as I pay, my mail's not safe. And I pay a lot of rent, you guys. Like it's ridiculous. Skyrocketed. in New York, so you guys know that Ready New York is no fun. It's no fun day at the park. I'll tell you that. And I have a note on it too. Oh my god, I have a note on my mailbox, you guys. One day I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna put it on my Instagram so you guys can see. I have a note on it. Okay, that literally says, and I have an arrow pointing at my doorbell, and it says, "Ring my doorbell. I come down for my packages. Like I don't care. Now, half the time they do it, and half the time they don't. It gets me so mad. I'm trying to do these all different, so I kind of rip them a little bit in each one of the little curl these little things in. It's bothering you and me, Tanya, because I know how you are. I know how you are. Do you recall at least what day it was that you sent it out? Like how if it's been a week, 2 weeks, days? Because if it's only been days, then I might still get it. But if it's been weeks, then that should have been here. They did deliver this though, so I'm not sure. A dollar. It was like short like $1.20 because you use stamps instead of having them. So I kind of did that to all the corners on this one, and then I'm just gonna curl these up. I just want them all to look a little different. Actually, this I'm gonna put this way. I'm gonna put that one that way. I'm gonna recurl this one upward too. Put towards the bottom. Good thinking, Brandy. So this is pretty much it right here for this one. I'm just gonna distress and keep it regular. And I'm probably gonna re-ink it again. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do with this one, I'm gonna turn it into a completed scroll. So I'm gonna curl the whole top of this one down and do that. And then I'm going to do this. Roll it up this way. Like a little S form on that one. I have two more, and then we're gonna move on to the next embellishments, and I might come back to these when I start actually like little rhinestones and stuff like that. Then I might go back to them and just add when I start getting ready to actually start embellishing them, embellishing all of them. Then I'll just embellish them all that I make so far. I hope it does, because honestly, I'm gonna lose sleep over this. You don't understand. I get so upset. Situation with Tammy, who Southern Angels Boutique for Christmas. We had exchanged um So, I sent her something, she sent me something for Christmas. She was able to get mine. Hers arrived on Christmas Eve. It arrived on Christmas Eve and it was delivered to and it literally says delivered to the front of the building or left on porch. Like what the heck? My door opens, like my door doesn't even close downstairs. Left on porch. Didn't like on Christmas Eve out of all days, you couldn't ring my bell. Like I was on the phone with that girl all night pretty much. Like I was just so upset, emailing her back and forth. Like she literally was just like, calm down. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like it's not even right. Like you put your time, your energy, your attention into creating something for me. Like I value that. I don't care about, this, that, or the third. It's just your intention, the reasons why you did. That's what bothers me. Like a lot of me. It really does. Toothpick for all I care. Like you sent me something. Like I don't want it to get lost, to get damaged. The heck out of me. It really does. I leave that one like that. Oh no, 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 New York, don't you dare, girl. That's it got lost once. Like I'm not gonna have you going through a loss twice. Like no, came from you to the fullest. You don't understand. Like I got nothing but love for you. Like there's no need for you to have to do that at all, at all. Because every little penny that we all earn, it's through blood, sweat, and tears. Like it's not even right. It's not easy at all. So happy and appreciative with the appliques and everything else you've done for me, girl. Like I'm good. It came from your heart, and I know you meant well. I'm happy with that. Thanks, Teresa. If she could find the tracking number, then she can see if it got delivered. So I mean, if we get lucky, hopefully she'll find the tracking number, then we'll be good to go. We can move forward from there. So now that I've done these, and with napkins, I mean, you guys, come on now, napkins. You know how many that brings that little bundle for $1? Kinds, and you guys find napkins in all different kinds of stores. I'm stuck with the Dollar Tree, but you guys pretty much have a spectrum of things that you can do with them. Like the possibilities are literally endless. So another thing that I'm gonna do with napkins, kind of pattern for right now. Although I do have other ones, but these, I'm gonna use one up, and I'm gonna see how many I can fit in there. I'll glue this one. I'm gonna decoupage wood chips right here and see how many I can come up with. I'm gonna put this to the side, and then I'll move on to a different kind of pattern and different stuff. Once I do these, because again, I'm gonna further embellish most of them. So always removing that back sheet. Be like little blocks. Probably add little flowers too, or just little embellishments. Can you guys see well? Is the focus good? It's crazy, but I have a feeling that I have the same situation going on here, Brandy. I can't say 100%. Mean, see, in order to know what's going on exactly. Let me get this back onto there. So I'm just gonna decoupage these blocks again and adding the glue. And you can use any kind of glue, you guys. It doesn't have to be specialty kind of glue. You can use any kind of glue. Don't stick them to each other. So that in case you want to wrap around them or something, you can wrap around them. Listen to my own advice and more, but I'll do that moving forward. I'll just ink those up on the edges if I have to. Kind of put these up. Just make sure you lift every now and then. You can do whatever surface you're working on. I like that with the half of the wing there. And just kind of sticking them down like so. Let me just clean my hands real quick. Get rid of some of this glue that I have all over the place. To flip this over and just kind of decoupage over. And you could do this with any kind of glue again. You could use school glue if you have. That's what you have, and this is fine. That'll work. Sealing it in. And this is just a good way to halt and you're kind of stuck like, oh God, I need an embellishment. I'm not sure what to do. Go through your napkins. If it matches, or your scraps, and if it matches your color scheme, then go ahead and just, things like that that you can use. So I'm going to put these to the side and let them dry. This is why I left the piece of the paper over so that I can kind of hold it out like this and just down, get rid of the excess as I need for that. Look for my scraps that I have as far as paper and see what I like, and let's move forward from there. Pepper steak with rice, yum yum. Yes. Well, I made chicken, stewed chicken with white rice. I kept it simple and quick today. Let's see. Okay. I have a lot of vintagey looking stuff because I really like. Um, for some reason, even though it's not something that I list down as something that I like, I seem to gear towards. So you guys see, I have a whole bundle here. That's just one of my bundles of just different kinds of scraps of papers and stuff, that I cut and that I put to the side, and I have a box full. This is just a good way to kind of turn those scraps into something that is a little bit more useful. Use moving forward. So let's see. So let's see what I have here. My little package of wonder. And then, like I said, we're gonna go back into these, but I'm gonna get through the stage of just making them now, and then I'll make them all, and then I'll go into embellishing them, and then I'll add flowers and little things that are popping out of them, and just really turn them into something that's a little bit more dimensional. But my brain has not traveled that far. So let's see what we have. See all these little pieces of cute paper that you just don't know what to do with. You could find some really great uses for them. I just have a whole bunch of pieces of little scraps and just all different colors, and different themes. I even have gorgeous girls, which I might use one of these. I might use that gorgeous girl on one of the bigger ones. And these are just things that I print out off of the computer. Little bundle to the side and work with these little pieces now here. So I'm thinking I like that red one and I like that there. So I'm gonna try this one for now. These are just things that I printed out so that I can use in my planner, but I've already used up all the ones that I wanted to use, and I've already made a spread with gorgeous girls a few times. So for that for a little while. Maybe next year do another one. I'm a little bit more familiar with how the whole processing as far as go. I might actually really devote some time to creating some kind of series where you kind of do, do it yourselves, like that. So let me go ahead and crimp those. Well, you know what? I don't need to crimp them. I'm just gonna cut them by hand with the scissor because so I'm just gonna kind of round this off a little bit. And I'm gonna this is paper, but I am gonna try to distress it somewhat. Have if it's gonna have an edge, at least let it have an edge with a purpose. Whole white thing is gonna show. Then at least let me try to distress it a little bit so that at least it has a little bit of texture to it. So it's not just there for nothing. So very lightly because it's paper and it'll rip really really easily. So just lightly kind of running your scissor around it, not really trying to break it, just kind of open up those edges with the fibers and stuff a little bit so it's kind of curled a little bit on the sides. And then I'm gonna grab maybe some blue. So I gotta see which I'm gonna have to find another piece of paper for the background. Um, everything but blue, you guys. Okay. I need a better solution for these distressings, I tell you. And so there goes the blue. Now let me find the sponge. There we go. And I'm just gonna kind of add this little blue here on the sides just to make those edges pop out even more. And now that they're distressed, they'll pick up a lot more of that ink, and it'll show a lot more. And then I'll just pick up something that I'll pick up some kind of background that kind of goes with this somehow, some way, kind of matches. Um, go. Everything is gonna get thrown in the mix today. So I'm gonna use this one on this one here. Before I use it, I'm gonna cover that one up. Tuna eggs. Oh my God, Liz. You should have got them. You could do stuff like this with them. Perfect. I think this will actually go really well right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trace this so that I can cut around it and then just kind of put it all there. And then if I want, I can later on go with some paint or whatever and just kind of paint all the edges up. But again, a good way to kind of use up all those little bits of scraps. And I am not as good as Brandy when it comes to cutting the edges out. Does it? I'm right-handed and I'm taking notches out. I'm gonna add some ink wherever I messed up. So salvage it somehow. And then you could just grab some pearl trim, whole pearl trim around this, which is something that I might do. And this into something else. Now this can become a center for a rosette. It can become hard so that it has a nice, three-dimensional embellishments on it. Journal. Like I said, you can do so many things with these once you get them all done. Shape, and I'm gonna go back into this with my glue. Kind of lay it on too thick. I just want to make sure that everything is covered. Seals itself nicely. Okay, I'll just bring this up to myself so that I can put it into place, making sure that all the wood is covered for the most part. We are good to go. No, you're not, Liz. So I'm just gonna push these down for now. That way, any little paper that's kind of hanging over the edge, I could just grab a nail file them down and get rid of all those edges that are overlapping, that are bigger than my actual shape that I cut out. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go into this with a little bit of ink and up. And as I spread the glue over it, a lot of it is gonna, this is water activated, so a lot of this ink is gonna spread everywhere. I'm gonna put it right there. It's nice and in the center. If you don't want to get any spreading of any of that ink on your or whatever image or whatever image you're using, brush once you're done, and then um, pass it, afterwards. So we're gonna let this dry, and then we shall see where we go with this one. Another way that you can kind of use up those little images and scraps that you have printed out. Right? And now I'm gonna come back and work on blocks that I decoupaged, and let's see where we go with these. Oh, it looks like I still have glue on these. Okay, these still have glue. I went a little crazy with the glue on these. So these are actually not quite ready. All right, let me put these back. They're not quite ready. So I guess we can keep moving forward. Thank you. Trying to get this water out of this bottle. Just trying to do different little things. Nation takes me, allowing it to roam the jungle. Yes, go get him some apple juice, girl. What other little pieces we have here? I have actually quite a few of them. This one, I think I'm gonna use this little piece right here that I have. That one and get that one. I also have a huge butterfly, and sometimes these shapes are so wonky you don't really know what. Okay, but as far as painting it and really making it cute, you really kind of get lost sometimes. So I'm gonna see what I can do with that because I've had that butterfly for quite some time, and it's not too appealing to the eye. So maybe it can go that way. I might have to go into my other box and get some more of those chips. So let's get this one going. And you don't even have to use wood chips, you guys. You can use cardboard pieces. Just glue a couple of them, cut them out the same size, and glue a couple of them one over the other, and then just cover them. Yeah, today was the day I needed to get some baby wipes, but I'm all out. I have to buy some. Today was definitely the day for that. Just make sure that everything is glued tight, seal it out well in there, and this will make a nice, cute little for something shabby chic. It'll make a cute little embellishment for something like that. Another piece of paper somewhere around here. Here we go. I even have some of these cuddle with me, lovebirds, and just all these scraps from uh, Valentine's Day paper pad, and this is pretty much all that I have left over from that. Janet, I believe you because you are like beyond crafty, girl. I believe you. So let's see. Let's get this one. And see, this is like one of the first projects that I do on here that I'm actually banging out quite a few of them. Usually it takes me forever just to do one. So this is a good thing. Today is a good day, you guys, overall. So I'm just gonna do that. In there nicely. Like these. And put these to dry. This butterfly. Let me see if I find any other paper that I like better than that one for that butterfly. Where there's a will, there's a way. I tell you that. Pretty that is. This was a tag at some point or the other, but would make such a pretty butterfly. Well, a butterfly it shall be. I'll still have a piece left over. Yep. So I should have probably traced it out. Sugar and spice and everything nice. I should have traced it out, but I'll just cut around it with a blade or something. But yeah, trace it first if it's something that is odd shaped. Cut that out first and then decoupage it. Time. But I get too excited sometimes. How awkward would this be? Yeah, it's gonna be a little awkward. So let me just let this dry and then maybe I can just file away whatever pieces I don't need. I'm gonna make my mess a little smaller. It's gonna be a little awkward to get into all those little nooks and crannies. But once it's all dry, then I'll be able to work it fine. And I'm gonna go ahead and seal it. Even though I don't need to seal this one, but I do want it to be shiny. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. A little bit more pliable, and hopefully it won't on me when I go to start embellishing it. I'm gonna leave this like this for now. Back to this once it's all. Let's see, and we still have more things too. So like maybe a cute little tag. There we go, cute little tag. Let's glue this cute little tag. See, this is a little bit easier because it's all square, all straight edges. So for these, you don't have to worry about it so much. But for things like butterflies and just flower shapes and just odd shapes, you're gonna want to trace first. Stick. And just smooth that glue all the way around. A hole, you could just stick a needle through it later, little pencil tip or something, and you should be fine. And if you want to make them double-sided so that you can hang them, then that's something that you can do. If you're only going to be sticking them on surfaces, then you don't have to worry about the back side. Kind of hang, like let's say you wanted to use it as a charm for like a pocket letter or something, or a gift box, then both sides or two different patterns on each side, so that at least as it's hanging, it has from every angle. So, and we're gonna let this dry. And then I'll probably ink the sides or use a marker or something and paint it all pink or something or green or whatever color I like. Wherever my imagination leads me. And look, I still have enough to do more. So let's see if I need to get into my little box. Let's do these little round ones. Pull out some more guys. Things that are motion are good. You don't have to worry so much about tracing these, but go into little sharp spots. Then you might want to go ahead and just trace it out and cut it out. It's an extra step, but it'll be worth it. Oh, Janice from the School of Hard Knocks. So she could defend herself with many things. That girl tell you she could build the house, trust her. She could build it. All right, so I cut my little circle out, and these would be cute to add maybe some flowers or something around it. I could definitely add some beading around the edges here, and make it nice and dimensional. More scraps, so but that's enough of that one, I think, for now. Um, let's see here. Rolls right there. Definitely want to salvage that. So I am going to trace this one because I learned from my mistake. And I am going to cut this humongous flower out, this huge rose, and add that right in the center. And actually, I might even use it on this one because this one seems to have something on that side already. So, um, this one already. They might have. Somebody actually might have done that to this one already. Tried to cover it up with some paper. Was me or not? I don't remember. Let's see here. And then now, instead of storing all these different things, now you could just store these handmade embellishments, ready to use, ready to go. You can give them away as gifts, in your exchanges. But you don't have to worry so much about, what to buy or, the Target dollar spot or whatever the case may be. You've already have your own handmade, beautiful embellishments made from the heart, hands, go. Distribution. Hi, Claudia. All right, so I think I got enough glue on that, hopefully. So now we're gonna stick our on there and just make sure that it is perfectly covered. And then once it's all dry, then I'll use a nail file and just get rid of all that excess paper by filing it all away. Once it's all dry, and as well. I go in one direction so you don't have all different kinds of brush strokes shining in the lights unless that's something that you like. Actually, with gloss, you're gonna get all these different brush strokes just shining in the lights. Um, so here we have another one, and then I think I have in here one. I've got an arrow and a heart and one. So I'll do these and then I'll start embellishing them. And then if I have time, then we'll do more. I want to at least start embellishing some of these so that we can start getting on to let me just clean my hands of all this glue. And let me start cutting away over here. And I pretty much cut off all the corners. Attempt to kind of wrap these around like so that they're it's got the pattern all the way around it. All this excess glue off of here because I don't need all that. So now you see how I'm sealing all the sides. So that's why I say if you want to seal the sides up, then just leave yourself a little bit of room on that paper. And then I'm going to also ink these up just in case I didn't leave enough paper that I can just kind of come back it up with a little bit of ink and not worry too much about it. No, like I didn't get all the edges just perfectly, but that's fine because this is normally gonna either be tucked somewhere, the other, but have a cute little block, right? Not being sold in packages near you, that's for sure. It- Joining. So again, just cutting off some of these corners. I can go ahead and wrap this up. With my fingers. Technical. Have another one. Very more so than vintage. It almost looks very oriental. At, like you could almost see like a little Chinese little doll or something next to it. I the fact that I didn't leave enough paper on one side, but it's okay. Decoupage more if you need to. You can always decoupage more paper sides if that's something if that's the look that you're trying to go for, especially with napkin. You can get away with it and it not show too much. The edges not show too much. So We have all different kinds of things going on over here. Box. Really does kind of dry fast, so you don't have to worry too much or waste too much time waiting for it to dry. It dries rather quickly. Ah, yes. The paint, you mean, Liz? That glitter, the ice crystal paint, or just regular glitter? I'm gonna take out my bin of embellishments soon, and how we doll these up. I'm gonna get my hot glue gun going. I almost didn't understand myself. Should you should videotape it, Jackie. And remember, if you use something like WordPress, not WordPress. Why I always call it WordPress? A movie maker. If you use something like Movie Maker, you can type it in caption. Look how pretty with the butterfly. Love butterflies. Um, so here you have your set of four little tile embellishments. I mean, how cute would these look in a pack when ugly? Adorable. So now I'm gonna put these over here to dry, and I'll bring these up a little closer for you guys to see. This one's upside down. Yeah. And don't mind my fingers; they're full of glue. I have to clean my hands better. So I'm just gonna do these, and then I'm gonna move on. This one, I think I'm gonna use this one with the numbers. Yeah, numbers on that side. Trace this. So I want the numbers to be like this, right over here somewhere. Full. Doing what? I'm so lost. It's great for doing videos. I like it. It's simple. Um, actually went crazy because the new version of Windows does not have Movie Maker included. So a lot of people are complaining because now they have to go through all these extra, just to be able to make a video. But I found the website that had them, so I downloaded it and I installed it right back. Speed up my videos a lot of the time, and a lot of these software programs is not as easy to do it. Doesn't do it the way I like it. It doesn't allow me to do up to X amount of speed. Um, with Movie Maker, it gives me the option of doing up to X amount of speed. Now, again, new version of Windows Movie Maker that doesn't allow you to do that anymore. So I went crazy looking for the old version of Windows Movie Maker to adjust the speed on it, and luckily I found it um, by doing some Google searching. I know like Windows 10 does not include any any Movie Maker or any video editing software at all. But the old Movie Maker is still compatible with Windows 10 because I have Windows 10 now and I'm still using it. Okay. So, what program are you using, Jackie? Because I can tell you real quick. This one I'm gonna ink up a little bit. Already got that vintagey kind of feel, so I'm just gonna extend the feeling. And then I'm gonna Mod Podge just so all that color will move around. All that ink will kind of move around. When I first started making videos, none of my videos had audio. They just had music. Talking on a video till maybe about a year and a half ago. Tried to do it. And look at me now. Is that what you have now, Carmen? Are you videotaping this through Movie Maker? Yeah, that's how. Well, for going live, no. But to make your videos, yeah, I use Movie Maker. That's the program that I use to make my videos. What version of Windows are you running? Mac? Because if you have a Mac, then those come automatically with a software to make videos. Free one. Used to because if you're gonna talk and also have videos, then you have to learn about stopping and going, how to clip your videos, how to cut your videos, stuff, so that you can have music and then know when the music pauses, so that you can talk, and then how to put it back on. So there's a lot of technical stuff, to be honest with you, but if you have music on it, then it's easy. And just write the instructions down, step by step as you go along through the video. Write down all the instructions, and people can just follow what you write down. Pulling the glue around because I wanted to activate the ink a little bit so that it kind of spreads itself out. Little. Here I have another one with an arrow. Pretty cool. You could even turn it into like a little lighthouse or something. It looks almost lighthouse-ish. Thanks, Teresa. Those 10. So, um, all right, Jackie, why don't you email me? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna email you the link to where you can download Movie Maker for free. Put it in your computer. The thing is that Windows 10 didn't come with it pre-installed. It didn't come with it at all. They took it out completely. They actually stopped the support for it and everything. Going crazy. I was going crazy when I saw that I couldn't speed up my videos and I saw that a lot of the other functions were gone. I was like, what? I'm gonna see if I still have the software and like if I still have the software that I downloaded that I installed, then I'll email you the software. Then you could just install it. I'll figure out how to do that. Or if not, I'll just send you the link, whichever is the easiest way. Install it on your computer. But that's what I use, and it's pretty simple. And there's 1,000 videos. It's like a jillion videos actually on step by step what you want to do and how you want to do it. So all you need to do is on YouTube just search for Movie Maker, how to add music, Movie Maker, how to add voiceover, and all of those different things. You'll get all of the step by step on how to use it, how to do it, if you will. More embellishments. This heart might look cute in one of these, so I'm gonna do this heart. Might as well use up all of this beautiful paper. Beautiful paper. and cut my heart out. And after I am done with these, then fun part, polishing them and making them look like $1 million. Something that you guys like, then I'll make sure to incorporate more embellishment making videos. I have a huge amount, and I say huge because it's huge for me. I know people buy more, but I have a enormous amount of dies and stamps that are coming in from eBay. I'm gonna knock on wood. I'm out like a hawk, just waiting on them. So hopefully, I will be able to also do some embellishments with stamps. I love making embellishments with stamps. Just stamping out different things and then just taking it from turning them into dimensional something, something or the other. I think just edge this up a little bit with the pink that I have here. Just kind of stand out while I still can. And so, you're welcome. You got my email, right? 123elemental@gmail.com. Really? They're doing a lot. They're the hostess with the mostest right now, let me tell you. And it's not necessarily any better. The other day, what was it? Yesterday or the day before yesterday, my daughter, my 15-year-old daughter, she's um for education books here for New York where we live. Of other kids, but she's the one more or less in charge of the program. Everything that's gotta get done as far as duties and drawing and so on and so forth. She delegates. Let's put it like that. Um, she was the one that's pretty much in charge of overseeing everybody else's drawings and kind of touching them up and fixing them and stuff like that. And tablet was not connecting to, like, it was literally being rejected. And she was freaking out because there was a deadline. So, she was like, "Oh my god, I gotta do these last drawings," and I'm like, I'm pressed for time, pretty much. So she couldn't figure it out for nothing in her life. So I had to pretty much get in there with my little magic. um, Pretty much had it figured out, but it wasn't an easy fix. I had to get into like all these background services in order to fix it and make it work. But thankfully, I was able to salvage. Ta-da! She was able to salvage the day and get her paintings and everything and get her drawings done. I said it's not necessarily for the better. If you have Windows 10 and you're considering upgrading, if you have Windows 7 and you're considering upgrading to Windows 10, I would recommend that you stay on Windows 7 for as long as you possibly can before you upgrade because it is really not any better. There's a lot of things that glitch, a lot of crashes. It's just a lot of things that are not right with that whole situation. Wonder Brandy, can I do this with one of these? And if so, what can I get in there? A crab. Crab. I think I can get that crab. I'm gonna get the crab. I'm gonna get the crab. Yes, a girl. What? When my Dora the Explorer book bag talk about map, where is my mailman? Don't know. I cut my hair, and I mean I cut all my hair um, past my cushions, and I cut it all off up to my chin. So I had to let it go. I couldn't do it no more. Back starts hurting when I have to spend an hour to wash it, 2 hours to detangle it, it's enough is enough. So yeah, I did it. I took a plunge. This obviously is gonna be a little hard because it's napkins to kind of trace it and cut around it. So um, this is what I did. I'm just gonna smooth it on there with my fingers, nice and gently. I couldn't get more of the crab because the crab is further down. This would be nice for like a little beach theme something or the other. And I'm a Cancer, so I'm a natural crab. Anyway, so um, I need to go for the crab, and that's it. And I'm just gonna let that dry. I could rip it off while it's wet, but I'd rather not touch it or take any more away from the crab because she's already gonna lose a little tip of the limb there. But yes, Claudia. Although we're all special in our own special way. Do I have chips in here? Oh, I just found a bag of chips. Excuse me while I crunch. Oh my, salty goodness. Right now. I'm so sorry. I just needed to do it. I just needed to do it. All right, so one more. That felt so good. Woosah. Let it out. All right. I think I'm gonna do one big one. I think I've done a lot of napkins today, but I just want to use them up. Fine here. Oh, so yummy. It's so yummy. This is just stuff that I print out, and this is on photo paper. Because for those of you guys that I mean, I don't know how many of you guys print on like photo paper, but super glossy. When you print out these little things on photo paper, I'm off of YouTube, and I just arrange them in a software and pretty much print them out like thumbnails, if you will. Cute little I tried to do like a techie video one time and really like show like some of the things that I do, but far. I don't know. I think I overcomplicate when I'm trying to explain things, so I don't want to make people crazy. So I just decided that was not my strong suit. That is the woosah emoji. Yes, darling. Woosah, relax. Let it in and push it out. Let's see. And now, beautiful. Breathe in. We are your friends. Breathe in. Okay, so enough of that. Mara, you need the vitaminas, girl. So I decided on this little plain one. It's not so plain. It's got like text and stuff like that on it. So I'm gonna go with this one because I can actually embellish this further. So we're gonna do that. Well, trace first, trace first, and you'll be good to go. Alrighty. Isn't this just such fun times at Richmond High when we all hang out together? Love it. Well, hello, Elemento, the day. Where did you think that came from? No, I'm just kidding. I guess in general, I just love all things that are earthy. I believe in the connection that we all, that we can all connect, that we're all somehow connected, and creator. We have to somehow all be connected. So I'm a very deep believer of that. And a mother can sense that her child is in danger. There's something deeper in there that I don't know. Person, I just believe in all of that stuff. And that's why my name is Elemental Designs. I'm just very in tune with the ins and the outs. And I love meditation. I think it's a very useful tool for centering yourself and decluttering your mind, or at least giving yourself a space and time during the day where you can just distress a little bit, and not worry if the house is falling down, if you will. It's always good to be able to take that time or know how to tune in and kind of shut everything off for a little while because life is hectic and it's very stressful and it can make you sick. Literally can make a person sick. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that after like you guys are like in a really really heavy work week where everything is just going wrong and you're just like super stressed out during that week, 1 week, 2 week, and then finally everything gets resolved and you'll end up sick. Take but so much. Yourself that time to just like de-stress, if you will, just kind of take a little mental vacation, even if it's for like 20 minutes a day. Do a lot to just be able to cope with the rest of life and everything that it keeps throwing at us. That habit a long, long time ago to just like wake up happy every day, no matter what happens. Wake up happy every single day. The first thing I do is crack a joke. I make fun of somebody or something or myself or whatever the case may be, but I make it a point to laugh every single morning as soon as I wake up. Next to me, obviously my husband, laugh too, because then that'll get our day kind of going in a good note. If the first thing you do is laugh in the morning. Well, not that much, but I mean, I just say what works for me. Kind of like when I know a deal is like, hey guys, just a deal. Like if it works for me, I'm gonna tell you guys like, listen, this worked for me. Might not work for you. It's not easy for just anybody to do it, but to try. Oh, I had soda there. I didn't even know. So we got another one done. Little tidbits. Really. Mm. Oh, you need some Carmen therapy. All you have to do is tune in every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, and every Saturday. You shall be good to go. It's going out all around. Right, so I got two more little circles. Let me see if I find a small little piece of something or the other. These would be cool. Don't have to worry too much about tracing because I can just glue them, cut around them. So most important thing to do is just make sure that it's made complete contact. Hey, we get to embellish now. So I'm gonna get my glue gun. I'm gonna get rid of some of this clutter, some of my stuff. Let's see how far we go. And a nice amount. At least a little something of everything to get the inspirational juices flowing. So I'm gonna use this box to kind of house my little embellishments, and they're nice and stiff too. So like they're not necessarily like they're not flimsy or anything like that. They've got good weight to them and sturdy. Like you can hear it. They're nice and sturdy. So let's get some of these in there. Used up a lot of these napkins to do some of these embellishments just because I wanted to show you guys that you can take all of your that sometimes you don't know what to do with and get creative. Create embellishments with them. Like you don't just have to decoupage, paper and stuff like that. I mean, granted, I decoupage paper, but you guys know what I mean. You don't have to stick to just doing one way of using them. There's when it comes to embellishments, everything counts. Everything goes. God. But at least you have a good excuse. Miss those days when I had the excuses. There's no reason why I'm nuts now. None. I just am. But I like me. So I guess as long as you like you, you're okay. I'm okay with being a little crazy. I might talk to myself, but I don't answer myself. Not all the time. Not all the time, anyway, right? Okay, so let's see. Oh, I still gotta cut that butterfly out. So pretty much what I'm doing is just scraping the edges, these ones that I cut out, just to make sure that they're nice and leveled. I can't do that with all of them, but at least on the ones that I can, shall just kind of rubbing that in place a little bit. Now, same little skewer that I used. It's the same little skewer that I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, my finger's not picking that up. Okay, that's not gonna work. Alrighty then, here we go. Girl, don't tell me that's the reason why I gained mines because I think I will stop woosahing altogether. Woosah. I need chaos so that I can lose some pounds. I'm starting to wonder if the fact, the reason why I gained weight is because I've been so relaxed. I no longer worry about life in that sense. It's okay. It's okay. These I'm not gonna color them because I think I'm gonna beat them out. I'm gonna add some beating on these. This is my little gorgeous girl, and I'm gonna add some beading on this too. See what I have. If I have some blue one, I'll add blue. But if I don't have blue, then I'll probably go with white. And this is what I was saying. Let me see if I find a nail file so that I can show you guys what I mean by filing these down. So pretty much, you guys see that there's a whole bunch of edge. Um, now, if you grab a nail file, then you can pretty much edge and clean that whole edge up. won't be able to get into all the nooks and crannies of all the shapes, but just do the best you can. I honestly should have this one is the other one that I didn't trace. But my tip was too thick, so it didn't cut to exactly how I needed it to cut. You can always do this, those edges, and then re-ink it if you need to. If you've taken out the ink, um, or paint it, paint it if you need to. Okay, that one's good. Alrighty, so all my edges are now clean, and I could pretty much ink this if I want to or whatever I want to do. But like I said, I think I'm gonna go into this with some beading, make it a little special, probably add something here and here or some or the other, and make that oomph. I'm gonna do the same with this one here before I forget. Possibility might be coming up. Not sure if I hold anymore, but what is that with crafting it? I think it does that to us. Unless you're like somebody who's naturally thin or you make a point to not craft and eat. But see, I think I've gained like 30 pounds since I started crafting. What I like to call thick. Okay. But for the most part, I got thicker since I started crafting. Thanks, doll. Hopefully, you'll love them even more once I'm all done. And sorry if this is hurting you guys' ears. Trying to see if I can move it away from the mic. I probably had that way too close. All right, so this one's done, and then all I have left to do, I have my flour. Lord, Lord, Lord. So let's see here. Just kind of running my scissor around these edges so that I can kind of flatten them on to its side. It'll make the process of filing it away a lot easier. You can also go around them with an edge, with a razor if something that you want. You should. Battery's dying. Yes, right? That's the excuse. I'm just happy. What? You don't like me being happy? That works, right? Okay. This is glued now, so I'm gonna attempt to, but I doubt that I'll be able to get in here. So, so wrap it around as much as I can, right? Because I should have traced and cut other scissor because I'm gonna, I don't know, something gonna happen. These are thinner, work a little bit better for getting into these little. Um, I don't want to waste too much time with this whole cutting process, but I'm gonna have a lot of mess to clean up off that floor. So what I'm doing is wherever I can get into, I'm gonna pretty much wherever I can't get into a tight little spot, I'm just gonna fold it over, decoupage it to the back or something, and I'm just back. But I'm not gonna force myself to get into a spot where I can get into and then just risk damaging the whole thing. Um, allow it to, wherever I can cut, I'll cut, but wherever I can't cut, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. This is what happens for not listening to my own golden rule. Snipping at the best that I can. Anything that I mess up on, I shall be embellishing some way, somehow. You can't beat yourself up too much about it. So, okay, get in there. This is just a butterfly under distress, okay? I'm gonna leave it. She's just one butterfly. I think our butts will be the only thing getting bigger. The heck? I'll be like, all right, the gift that keeps on giving. But no, you have to travel to the one spot that we don't want you to travel to. You can go anywhere else. Choose the midsection. What is the fascination with the midsection? All right, so not too bad overall. I butchered the heck out of it, but actually I didn't butcher it too badly, so not too shabby, not too shabby. And on this one, I will just to smooth out some of those really rough, little choppy looking edges, make it look like I actually followed the rule right, and I traced and I cut. But I was able to save it. Yay! So that's a good thing. Now I could deal with okay, a little boobage, a little extra boobage. Okay, it. Why does it have to go to the one spot where a button needs to close? I just don't understand it. It just seems cruel and unfair. All right, so I got the hugest mess over here, you guys. What? See, circles are easy, squares are easy, straight edges are easy. Gonna zigzag, spin, twirl. You do not want to go straight on, around, and cut. Trace and cut. Say it with me now. Trace and cut. All right. So, thing on the edges. Alrighty. So now time to clean up the mess. I won't be using this glue right now, so I'm gonna be using my embellishment glue. Um, I might have to. Ugh. Some of them I forgot to kind of go over, but it's okay. Some of them are gonna be matte, some of them are gonna be glossy. It needs to be coated, then I'll coat them. But for right now, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. About getting my crafty space cleaned up because I cannot function. I see road closed, road closed. Good night. Thanks for joining. I could use these on another set at some other time. All this other paper I do no longer need. So I think I've used up pretty much for another little square, but other than that, as much as I can. So now we're gonna go into embellishing the embellishments. Alrighty then, tools out. Let's get the tools out. What? Let's get the tools out. Alrighty, so one's glue gun's coming out. I'm going to be adding some trim to the embellishments, full of different stuff. And this is usually what I end up doing. I'll end up with baggies upon baggies upon baggies of just different things and boxes upon boxes, an assortment of things. Do I have anything purple here? No, I do not. Let's just see where we go. Just little loose ends. Okay. Little drawer of brick racks and just knickknacks and paddywhags gave dogs bones. How would this look? Maybe those. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna go in my other drawer, and not that one, and get my trim out. I gotta buy another roll of that thing. It's almost empty. Um, do I have anything here that can use some of this one? Maybe that'll go. And now let me get my embellishments. Okay, this I gotta plug because if I don't heat up the tool, I ain't going nowhere. So we gotta heat up the tools first, right, you guys? We gotta heat up the tools first. So let me unplug that. Charge, my friend. Then, oh, I have some bells that I got from a thrifty store. I think I've showed you guys these that I'm dying to like embellish. So don't be surprised if this probably be our Saturday project, embellishing some bells. Um, and then I'm gonna give them all away. That's how I roll. So I'm not sure if it'll be this Saturday, but definitely on one of these Saturdays that I do altering projects. I have to find out what has what and who has who. Okay. Doo, doo, doo. So we have these little metal pieces. Hmm. Every time I see religious medals, I always buy them. So I give them away to people. Usually people that I know that they're sick or that they need a little bit extra hope out. So I always buy religious medals when I see them. give them forward, like little charms or something, and just give it to them. Plus, my mom, she every time she comes over, she always steals them. She always steals them. Well, she doesn't steal them. I'm not gonna say that because it's kind of bad to say she's stealing religious articles from my house. But she takes them, which I'm fine with because I kind of buy extra because I know that she can't help herself sometimes. Yikes. Not like that either. Okay, that sounded completely wrong. What I mean is that I normally know that she's gonna come and she's gonna like the things that I buy, so I know she's gonna want some. So pretty much tell her, here you go. What I mean, you guys. I don't mean it in another way. That really sounded bad for 2 seconds there. So see what I can do with that funky little piece of this thing or the other. Oh, look what I found. I found some stickers. I even found a little frame. Maybe we'll get happy go lucky here. Okay, so that's just that and that. Let me the big one. Did I turn this on? If I turn it on. Oh, you did you? All right, this is where I keep my things and stuff. So I'm gonna just grab a few and see where I go from here. Oh, we got some cute little bows I could use. Some green, purple. Um, different color. That. Okay, I'll just leave this out for a few and see here. Um, that's a button. Oh, found a sticker that says love on it. Cute. Use that. Oh, a diamond button. One of those. Good night, Claudia. Hanging with us for a little while. Just pulling out a whole bunch of stuff that I'm probably gonna have to clean up later because I'm pretty sure I won't use all of these things, but just trying to get some kind of an assortment happening here. And also, let me look at my stickers. Where we go from there, but alrighty. So just gonna empty out the little baggie flower that I made from porcelain clay. I have here just different pieces of eyes and stuff. Okay, I won't probably be using these, so I'll put those back. Back to in a little bit. So let's see. Alrighty, butterflies that I punched out from a flip book that I made. I made a flip book for Liz, and those are the leftovers of the papers that I made. So I'm gonna let that get nice and hot. I'm gonna start with some of the some of these shabby chic ones right here. There we go. I push my glasses back so that I can see. That one might be good for one of the bigger ones. We shall see. We shall see. Let's see how this movement is going. Everybody's leaving? I don't know. No, I got 9 people in the room still. 9 is good enough for me. So I'm going to hot glue this little piece right here. See. And let's hot glue. Hot yet, but I'm going in it to win it. I'm just gonna stick this little piece of pearl trim right there. I am going to glue it probably down here somewhere. I'm gonna glue this little butterfly. And I really do hate glue sticks. I loathe it entirely. um, so let's see. So I'm trying to see where I can probably stick this to, and I probably won't stick it with that because um, with this here, I do my scissors right here. I'm gonna clip that right there, glue that kind of there. Stay, little mother lover, stay. Let's see here. I didn't want to use it, but I might have to. I really don't like it. Things. It's okay. Okay. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Lost one. And then I'm gonna add this cute little rose right here. I'm gonna add another one. I can kind of cover that up. And what I like about handmade embellishments is that they're all one of a kind. At a mass make them, they never really come out the same. That looks really cute right there. I know I always take 3 hours, and people normally have like a 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hour max capacity. And I always go like, oh, the extra mile. I know you guys have lives and things to do to literally be sitting here with me. I just don't. I'm one of those people that I don't like leaving things halfway done. Like it really bothers me. I don't know what the heck it is, but movie I have to watch the whole thing. Set. What? You want to see me mad? A movie. Let me not see what happens, and you're gonna see one pissed off person. Not like that. So I don't like leaving projects halfway done. Like sometimes you have to because you're doing like a really huge project. Like if it's like that, I don't mind, but do not like to leave things halfway done. As you're working with me, then I kind of have to leave you hanging there. That kind of irritates me a little bit. Long, even though I used to complain about watching others take long, easy. That's why I stopped complaining. I know now it's not easy. It's not the easiest thing to kind of here and just sit and as much as you want to. Yes. And I guess I thought I was a fast crafter, but the reality is that I'm not so fast. I think Teresa actually, Teresa's creation. I think she's destashing lace and trims. I'm telling you. Yes, right. Sometimes I want to tell myself like, no, you don't have that. Other times I'm like, get a grip of reality. You are messed up. You are one sick puppy. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna embellish the sides first, and then I'm gonna go into it with um the trims. Well, with the decoration on top. I'm gonna say to add this as nicely as I possibly can. And honestly, I really really hate this stuff because then I feel like I have to cover up all the glue parts. I don't like it looking messy. It literally drives me crazy. Be in this position, make such harsh decisions. And then this Dollar Tree glue, Lord help me. To order the glue online that says clear and then it comes and it's not clear. Also, you good to go, Jackie. You just got home. Rips right off. Like what? Is that really happening? Like that's what's good and what's bad about this. The way that I video now, I have up to 8 hours. Why did I put pressure on that down there? Before with my phone, I was limited because battery, kind of dictates all. But now that I have it hooked up to my laptop, what time unlimited? Literally lose complete track of time. And I know my friends have small children. They gotta go to bed because it's bedtime. Okay. By one, I missed it. On. Glue gets so cold. What the heck is going on? All right, so likely going to go back into this thing. See, I hate this mess. and then you start pulling off at those little extra things, and the next thing you know, your whole thing comes off. It's on high. It's 195 high temp glue gun. That's what it says. It might be false advertising. I need one more little bead so that I can put it in there. And hopefully I can get this in there. All right. So we have our little star child right here. Ooh, this might look cute on there. I have a whole bunch of these little butterflies, so I'm trying to figure out like I can add them. Punch crazy, and I just start punching out a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, how did these two intertwine with each other? Something's broken here. There we go. Was broken. What do I have? Oh, it's silver. Yes, it's like oh, it gets me so frustrated. Like that, and I'm gonna glue that in with my regular. I mean, with my regular thing, like those little stars there. I might add something in the bottom, give it a little bit of a flair. Big person of changing my mind. Sometimes I'll just be like, do it. But more often than not, especially when I'm working on my own, my mind 100 times with it because it's five. It's got five. Um, and this kind of got it's five pointed, and that's five pointed. I don't want to use that there. Maybe a little bit of this yellow. Doo-doo-doo. I have. What do I have? I might not need anything else. Too much. Do I have more stars here? I'll add more stars and make the whole merry-go-round. I sound low because my microphone flipped down on me. I sound better now? Yeah, just let me know because between me moving around, direction that I'm moving, and reaching for this and reaching for that, this little mic is on like it's on a swivel, so it'll move on me sometimes, and then it'll get away from my mouth, and that's why I sound so low. No, it wasn't you, it was me. So I added stars all around. Oh, right, that'll work for now. No. So that's this one. Right side up or upside down? because for some reason on my I see it upside down. You can't hear me? Can you hear me now? You see it upside down? Let me mirror this. Hold on 1 second. Probably why I had it mirrored before because I think that you guys upside down and I wanted you guys to see it right side up. I have the camera. Let me see. Let me find out this whole time I've been recording upside down when I could have been recording right side up. Change. Bring it up right side up. Oh Lord. This whole time I've been recording upside down. I can't help. I can't right now. This is just ridiculous. I have to remember which direction to put my camera. I'm so sorry, you guys. Why didn't somebody tell me I was upside down? I would have fixed it. All right, so we got this one, right? It was somewhere around here. Oh yeah, one again. You want to get fancy with this? You can go ahead and this to kind of go around it, or you can add fun fiber, um, like a cute little bed. Ugh, actually might do that to that because it looks a little plain for the background. So let me just get some fun fibers and this to that. No, I had the camera upside down because I kind of have to rotate it to use it. So I have to like kind of twist the top from the bottom in order to make it face a certain way. And I guess when I placed it down, I didn't place it down properly. I'm so sorry. All this time, keep that in mind. Mental note. Okay. Well, I have some of that and I have more. So let me just use the one that I have here on the top. Your color scheme is go for pink, or you can go for any other color. I found my pink. I thought I wasn't going to be able to find it. So you can go ahead and just grab some fun fiber or lace or okay. Probably going to be using quite a lot of this. So um, see where we go. And I usually find these at thrifty store for like $1.05 is in there. And I think something like that will do. So the fun fibers, eyelash trims, and I am just gonna glue the whole back of this baby and just stick her down. As I think I actually think I have it in about every single color known to man. For some reason, somebody just keeps destashing them at the thrifty store, and every time I go, I always find them. I have like almost every single color, I think. Always giving them away in Happy Meal. People are always finding a bunch of um in the Happy Meal. I gotta get more glue stick. I think it's my glue stick that's no good. I think my glue sticks are poor quality. So um just swivel that in there. Okay, and that'll do it for me. Nice and steady. Then add a little piece of piece of paper or something. Little hole punch right in the back of that. Doesn't matter how big or how small you want to do it, but it's just something to kind of keep that trim. And one completed embellishment, 1,000 more to go. So that's one. This one, let me see if I find blue. Maybe I get lucky. Oh, this is perfect. This is like blue and green, and she's got green in it. So this is perfect right here. All right, before I do that, Carmen, let's not make a mess. Back in its place. Crazy on detangling things later. Okay, so this is like in blue and green. Quite more often than not, I find them these double toned, these dual toned kind of colors. I'm gonna need quite a lot for this one. But I always buy them when I see them because I know that these are not the cheapest or the easiest things to find. Thank you, darling. Thank you. So again, I'm just gonna wrap this up. Um, I'm gonna try to keep it as open as I possibly can. See how I go about incorporating this on the background. There we go. That'll work. Then I'm just gonna add a piece of paper here in the background to just kind of hold the center in place for me a little bit. A really big round hole puncher, so I gotta make do with what I got. So I think I'm gonna add a few to that. All I have are the small circle ones. So what I'm gonna do is just add a few of them here and push it down so that it makes contact all the way in the bottom. Trying to hold those fibers in place. And you could just cut out, another piece if you want. When you trace one, trace two, and then you won't have to worry about it. It's almost like a little ornament. Well, maybe not on that side. Make sure that I pull these out so that I have a good coverage everywhere. So we have two. So one and two so far. So many more to go. I don't even know if I'll get through all of them. What time is it? 9. And I usually close off at 9, but I'll try to get through a few more little banner pieces that I worked so diligently on and see what we can do with these. Got a little mauve colored flower here. Let me see. Which ones do I have here? See, once they're dry, they're pretty much good to go. Any kind of image. It doesn't necessarily have to be napkin. You can do any kind of image. Um, well, I got a white little butterfly here. Butterfly center there. See how I can make these pretty. Rose on this one, maybe. Hmm. Hold on, another bag of assorted stuff. A sticker maybe that I can use. Okay, I might have found what I needed. These go well. So let's see. A little butterfly. Butterfly right there. This is one of them Dollar Tree stickers. It's to see. Where's that one butterfly? Let me add some of these little thin. On this little itty bitty body. So you guys still can't hear me at all? You can't hear me at all? This kind of sucks. If you guys can hear me, then I'm gonna finish off the video here. I want you guys to hear me somewhat. Where's the sponge? Probably will look it so that on there. My little sponge. What can you check the audio on the video when you guys you heard? Maybe I can just very faint. Why? Okay, I think this microphone has finally lost its life. It. Where? Oh man. Yeah, I am. I don't know. I think this thing might be on its last leg. Okay. Either way, I have a mic coming in. Myself laughing there. Okay, I had to get my husband to help me out a little bit. All right, so yeah, baby, I got it. Thank you. Alrighty, so it's so bad. It's not good for that one. All right, so I'm thinking this is good. Maybe I'll do a little trail there of these little tiny ones. These little trailings of back ones, kind of like to symbolize flight, if you will, and in which it has come from. And I've left this one kind of like that. Travels, all of that. So here we have a whole bunch of different little ones. There we have this one that I just added the little tiny little back to that. See, there we go. Camera will focus. I added a little bit of inking to that one, flower to that. This one is still plain. Little cute butterfly on that, which I just added a little bit of inking to. Added a white flower and just inked it up a little bit and allowed one of the leaves to look like it was the stem from the flower. So many little different things that you can do with that. And I think I'm gonna leave these alone. And I left two of them kind of blank for kind of pops up to my mind. So many different little things that you can do. I'm trying to see if I can get something that I can hold up to show you guys a little bit better. Okay, here we go. White paper. So we have all these little different, and these are plain. So I did five of them, right? Five of them so far of these, all from one napkin. Um, So all different, all from one napkin, just embellished in different little ways. Nothing too over exaggerated, just the slightest little touch here, the slightest little touch there, the difference. And so, what I have left to do now are some of these little blocks. So I'm gonna definitely do these little blocks that I've decoupaged already here. And you guys pretty much already saw how you can grab wood chips that you wouldn't normally know what to do with them, and just kind of decoupage some paper over them, add some trim, embellishment that you want, flowers, papers, fabric, any little thing, and just glue them in the back so that they kind of stick out a little bit from the sides to make it a little bit more dimensional, a little bit more robust, if you will. The little pieces that you have left over, be it from beading, whatever it is, even a chain, um, or an embellishment. It doesn't have to be something that's. And I did the same thing with this one. I pretty much don't have a big, and I don't have a Tuesday morning to go find one for cheap. So I make do with cutting out a whole bunch of them and just gluing them together. Well, thanks, Deb, darling. Just for a little while. So I'm gonna put these little remainders that I have here. I got these two here. Embellished these by actually putting some trim around them. I have, beige, um, yeah, some of this beige eyelash trim, which I think I'm gonna use for that one. I'm gonna use a combination of a little bit of lace, that trim, just to see. I'm gonna try one on and see how it looks. But before I do any of that, I'm gonna go into it with some of this. Now I know I went ahead and covered up all the edges. I kind of decoupaged all the edges. I'm not gonna do this style to all of them, just to some of them. Make sure these things stick well and that they stick down. I'm trying to see the comments as I scroll down. Thanks, Jackie. So it's just a fun little, thing that you can do. with your scraps so that you don't end up just collecting boxes of paper and junk, thing from bottle caps to just whatever it is that you're collecting. Just pull out all your stuff. It or just glue paper on it, and you'll be good to go. So that's this one. And I love how this one came out with the half of the butterfly. What? Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead cut this into two. So I'm gonna cut this into two. What I'm gonna do is instead of putting it at the bottom, I'm gonna put this at the sides. So I'm just gonna kind of pleat them a little bit to kind of fan them out like so. And I'm going to glue them like so. And do the other one. Now this thing is very hot. Está muy caliente. So be careful when using anything with. Okay, so and attaching this one to that side. So I kind of have this situation happening here. I'm gonna grab some of the beige that I found in that little bag of just. Usually, what happens is like now that I have a mess going on at my desk and I have like all these different random pieces just kind of thrown out there. If I don't find a place for them to go, then what I'll end up doing is just throwing them on a little zippy bag. Oh, I end up with a whole bunch of little zippy bags that I just throw in my drawer. This is back. Hey, Liz. And mine is back too. Where did you guys go? Am I in the wrong spot? I might be in the wrong spot. Am I in the wrong? Are you guys literally here, or is this like a figment of my imagination? I thought all you guys left. So here we go. It looks nice and vintagey, even though it's not so vintagey because I made it all out of modernized stuff. um, Trying to work with me. So I'm like, I see it, but I don't believe it. Just kind of made a hole. And I'm just squeezing all these fibers on here so that they stick. So here we have another little banner piece. It can be used however you want to use it. Crazy. No, Tanya. Go, Tanya. Go, Tanya. So for that one, because I have some scraps here, to use a little piece of black paper scrap, and I'm just gonna. This shape is a lot easier to kind of deal with, and I'm just going to add this piece of black paper right on the back and push it down so that it kind of holds my piece in place. Try to focus. Here we go. And that's another one, very dimensional, all over the place. That's another one, and I'm gonna do maybe one, two more, and then we shall pick up with this on another day. And if I do end up making more with these, besides just putting them away, I'm gonna mess with this rose. Do this butterfly. Let me do the butterfly itself. What I'm gonna do is I have these little pieces of stuff here. These are like those little rosette trims. So what I'm gonna do actually is just stick these of that. Then I'm going to stick this right down the center of that. I do that. I need something. What do I need? I mean, what do I need? You need something. What is it? I need stamen. I need some stamen. I didn't really want to use blue. I want to have white somewhere. So I have it in this bag here. Thank you, my darlings. Okay. Markers, they're all loose in here. I got this hot mess of a bag that I'm going through. I'm just trying to pull out as many of them as I can see without going too crazy looking through the whole damn thing. Okay, okay. That should be good enough. See where my mind goes with this. Because it asked for statement, I got it some statement, now let's see what it does. Okay, I think I know where you're going with this. So let's Crack-a-lackin'. Okay. What was that trim that I found earlier? It's a little thicker. Hmm? Calentando leche. Tú estás calentando leche. For the baby. Oh my god, you guys are too funny. Okay, then I gotta give the little butterfly some antennas. So let's do this. Do this. And some fun fibers. Eyelash strings. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can. Let's see. thing. Fibers. Hassle wassle. There we go. At least así se fue. Crazy stuff happening. Alrighty, you guys. I do because I exaggerate everything, Tony. So I think um good to go. 9:15. I want to do this rose and I'm gonna call it a day, you guys. My Katish needs to walk it off and let it out. And let it ring and wash it out. So we got this one. So not too bad, not too bad. I'll definitely try to do more of these embellishments. I think I got more done uh, than I normally do in a short amount of time. I don't know about doing this one. And some stuff to kind of hook this one up with. Let me see. Let me see what I find. 'Cause I might not actually get to do this one now. I might have to rethink this one a little bit. I'm gonna have to rethink this one a little bit, you guys. My brain has officially fried out. Alrighty, my darlings. I think I'm gonna call it a night. As always, this has been an awesome, awesome time hanging out with all of you girls. So much for the love, the support, the time. Hands out quite a few embellishments. I'll work on these later on, or I will save them and continue to work on more for my next uh, if you will. But we did quite a few. Quite a few. Good today. All there's something, and even though I didn't get to do them all, a good amount. And at least I'm halfway ready for the next steps on a lot of these, so I can do those when I'm on some, relaxed moment. But for now, who's back? Janet is back. Ay, mi espalda. I don't know. I can't, you guys. I think I'm at that point where my body's starting to yell at me. So brain actually for right now, I have so much stuff laid out here and it's just like it really is drawing a blank. I want to decorate this one, but I don't know what to add to it. Oh, I know. Oh, where is it? Oh, dang it. Mayra, esa pluma negra que tú me mandaste. What are them black feathers? Feathers. Let me see if I find them. Give me a second, you guys. Because if I find these black feathers, it's on with this red rose. But if I don't find them, then I'm gonna have to let you guys go. See, let's see how lucky you guys got and how quick I can find them. Black feathers is a wrap. I just don't know if I'm gonna find them. 'Cause I put them and between everything that's been going on with my shelves, know which one of the boxes, because I have a few of them, it is in. So I will try my bestest to find them. Look if I mail out a lot. That's the whole mailing labels. You guys got lucky. Oh man, I think it's in my big box. If that's in there, then that's definitely not gonna happen today. So I'm gonna look in one more box, you guys. But if I can't find it, I'm gonna call it a night. Oh, I have to get it in my other box, and I don't think. Yeah, it's not in this one. It's in my other box. Yep. I would have definitely held on for a few just to see how that came out. But it does not look like I am going to have much luck. Um, give this drawer a quick once over. Gracias. Ay, gracias, gracias, mis amigas. I this drawer out. Yeah. Overall, I just think not you guys because nothing is working in my favor now. Wait a minute. MG. I found them. No, okay, not search all night, but I found the black feathers. Maida sent me this thing. I think it's Maida. A whole boa thing, whatever it's called. You guys are gonna get one more rose, one more embellishment out of me, and we're going to use some black feathers and this red rose, which I think will make beautiful contrast. Because I definitely gotta be off before 10. So see, this is like a whole of feathers. But I think this will look so cute. Oh my god. Yes, I've been touched by an angel, gifted me with a vision of black feathers and a red rose. Yeah, but when you know when you have that specific something in your head though, but that specific something. So I think what I'm gonna do. Oh shoot, I left my ink pad open all this time. Possible. Um, so I think it on like so. This is the bold. Um, Beginning of a flower. I'm gonna stick it on like so. The uh, New York lost her marbles today. So I'm just gonna go over with a marker, cover up all these edges. My glue gun, you guys. It's not good. I'm gonna do this one and I'm gonna glue her and I am going to be I'm gonna walk around, stretch out, hubs, and we good to go. All right, so to hopefully it's not too look at this glue. Do not allow it to get nice and clear. Hey Janet. Thank you. Okay, this drawer is driving me up the wall. Why you don't want to open all the way? I just opened you like a minute ago. And now you don't want to open? No, too many contrasting colors. Um, well, let's see. Found some red tulle here. Add this in here. Come on. Let's see. No. Maybe some of this blinkage better. Girl, yo lo que necesito es caminar. I don't feel my cushions anymore. Se desplumó esta vaina. Ahí quedó como el pollo loco. Oh, Janet. Aquí estoy yo haciendo embellishment de tiro factoría. No break. No water. She's like a fly, like a flying rose now. Ajá, Tania, me está gastando el trim, tú oíste. I don't know. Janet. Uh, If anybody stays up late watching me doing this, they're gonna be like, "What the heck?" They're gonna be like, "This girl lost her damn mind." Oh my god. Sí, conchales, me pegó donde me lo va. Okay. Here is El Pollo Loco. The El Pollo Loco. I feel like it needs more feathers at the bottom. I'm gonna have such a feathery mess. Oh my god. Are loose. This situation is not working with me right now. Estoy aquí desplumando una gallina negra. black fibers all over my white embellishments. Ah! All right, so, a ver. A menear la colita. Si no la mueves, se te queda pamadita. So, let's see. They're just smoking. I felt like I needed more, so I added more. Very unbalanced. Ay, qué reguero, Jesús. Thanks, Teresa. Oh my God, you guys are bugging. Tripping. I think being in this space and time for this long has started to affect our cables. Cables. So once I add these last few trims, well, these last few four studs, I think I am kind of like a little peacock, something or the other. Alrighty, you guys. Have I overstayed my welcome yet? Alrighty, my darlings. So as promised, I have come through, done one extra one for you guys. I'm just gonna stick this paper back there on the back of it because it's a lot of feathers and they're gonna be everywhere. This is the kind of embellishment you do one at a time and you do it by itself. Have anything on your desk that is of any type of value to you because these feathers are gonna be everywhere. At least with this boa. If you buy the feathers in the bag, you'll be fine. But wrap around your neck type things, flare, feather things, made it a little hard. Keep it all kind of, you know, clean and I'm gonna have a heck of a time cleaning up all this stuff. But it was worth it. So let me just holy moly, this is like the biggest embellishment I've ever made. Oh my god. Tanya spiked her coffee. Tanya spiked her coffee. I am sure of it. So alrighty, my darlings. This crazy thing. Ew. Find I'm trying to look at the camera. My screen. There we go. So outdone myself, you guys. I am shutting off my equipment. I am saying goodnight to all of you guys. Thank you so, so much for once again hanging out with me on this Wednesday evening. I'm past my 3 hour usual. So thumbs up the video for that. At the end of the day, some time. I hope you guys enjoyed, learned, got your creative juices flowing. On Saturday where I do altered projects. If you stay up all this time and watch this video all the way to the end, then you are super awesome. Very much. Yes, just Teresa, bypass all the crazy talk, because I get a little nuts sometimes, just sometimes. So so much once again. Bye, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Hugs to all of my friends. Talk to you guys later.